book lovers. I'm Haley.
And I'm McCayleigh. Welcome to Two Chicks and a Plot Twist.
Hello, Haley. It's Chris Rankin here, Percy Weasley from the Harry Potter films. Yes, that's right, your seventh favourite Weasley child. And I have had a message sent to me by, well, what appears to be your Scottish spy name, McCayleigh. Haley and McCayleigh. Who wants to tell me that it's your birthday. Bestie, you're turning 22 years old. Which depresses me enormously because it means that you're 3 years younger than the first Harry Potter movie. Good Lord. Where does this time go? I don't know, but I'm so pleased to hear that you are the biggest Harry Potter fan ever, even if I've heard that from other people before. Clearly it's you, and I've just been waiting all this time to find you. You love the books, you love the movies, the fanfics you've seen and read them all. You've read all of the fanfics? Your therapy bill must be through the roof, my darling. I've read some of those fanfics, and good Lord, they're terrifying, quite honestly. Listen, this is a message to wish you a very happy birthday, and I really do hope you have a magical one. Sorry, the coffee's just kicking in here. I'm in Switzerland at the moment, so it's morning, and I'm just about alive. But you and McCayleigh, Haley and McCayleigh, are total book nerds, and you host a book podcast together. What a wonderful thing to do. I'm so pleased that you are book nerds. Reading is such an important part of imagination and creativity, and I love that you're doing that. Give Ginny a little from me, and I wish you the most wonderful and happy birthday. Have 50 house points, my love. For you, for your birthday, from me. Lots of love to you. Mwah. Bye.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Two Chicks and a Plot Twist. We are so glad that you're here with us today. We've got a super fun episode planned for you guys.
That's right. Today is a very special episode because we are celebrating Haley.
Yes, that's right. Today is my birthday episode, so get ready for all the fun and the bookish chaos.
And what better way to celebrate than with a book that we've been dying to read? Fearless by Lauren Roberts.
Yes, we both had a lot of thoughts on this one, so whether you loved it, hated it, or are just here for the drama, we've got you covered. But before we kick things off, McCayleigh, how have you been?
Good. Overcoming exhaustion. We had my friend Chabeli and Josh's wedding over the past weekend, and I was in it. It couldn't have been better. It was gorgeous. Aww. It was fun. I danced the entire reception, and their first dance, I'm still thinking about it. Like, they danced to Ordinary, that song.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they hit, like, this one dance part, the fire starter things went off that the DJ had. That was like, whoa, it was definitely a shock factor.
Yeah.
But, girl, tell me what's happening with you.
Not much. I have been binge watching The Handmaid's Tale. I finished the book a couple months ago, and McCayleigh's been telling me to watch the series. I get the hype. The series is crazy. I forced my sister to watch it, so we're watching it together, and it's just so good. It's way different than the book. It's totally different, but it's so good. I think we're on season 3 now. I watch an episode every night.
Yeah, I binged that show hard when I was watching it. It was my personality.
We've also been, the both of us, like, the podcast has been busy. There is this bookish company. It's kind of like BuzzFeed, but for books. It's called Bookster. They reached out to us, and we were actually a part of their 5x5 book series, which they interviewed 5 different podcast people to kind of get a bunch of different opinions about the book podcast community. And when they emailed us, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like dream come true. They're such a big company. And I was like, thank you for thinking about our little corner of the podcast world, because we don't have a huge platform, but it's so exciting that they reached out to us. So by the time this episode comes out, the article will be out already, so we're going to share it on all of our social media platforms, so you can find it there.
Well, Haley, what have you been reading?
Finished A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which that's the second book in the From Blood and Ash series. It was okay. I didn't like it as much as the first book. The best part of the book was the last chapter.
Bro!
Last chapter was crazy. I was like, oh my god, this is actually so good. Now I hope the third book is just even better, but I only liked the last chapter. Sorry.
Dude, I loved that book. I love it so much. All these, From Blood and Ash series. I love those books, which I haven't started the third one yet, but I'm so sad. I will not stop being sad. Are you going to read the rest of them?
Yeah, I'm going to finish the series.
Okay, me too. I haven't gotten around to the third book yet, but
yeah, same.
We'll probably be at the same pace.
And then besides that, I've done Once Upon a Time Bookshop. Those are really cute, just 3 short stories on Amazon. They come with your Amazon Prime membership. They were so cute. I think they were 30 pages long. Just a story of 2 sisters who own a bookshop, kind of like on a remote island with like the townspeople that come in. It was really cute. Fearless, which what we're talking about today, and I'm currently rereading The Hunger Games because I want to read Sunrise on the Reaping, the new one that came out.
That's cool. I would love to do that too, but I just am like, I have so many other books that I want to read, like the Harry Potter.
You're reading so much right now. I feel like you've got a lot. You've got a bunch of series right now you're reading.
Yeah. I still haven't finished The Cruel Prince, which I think about that often. But I can't go back to it right now because I am in the middle of Harry Potter and From Blood and Ash, and then The Serpent and the Wings of the Night. That one I'm currently reading, and that's a whole series too, so I didn't mean to really start that one, but I ended up starting it. And yeah, anyways, I'm currently reading that, and then I just finished We Are All the Same in the Dark by Julia Heerberlin.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it was a book club book, and I hadn't read a book club book in so long. I was like, I need to read one because I have nothing, I can't discuss the book at book club when it's time to go, because I still go. So finally, it's the first book club book I've read in like 4 months. I gave it 2 stars. I just didn't like it. It wasn't fantasy. And a lot of our book club picks haven't been fantasy recently, and I think that's why I haven't been inclined to read it, you know? Yeah. But, I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of this one.
Yeah.
But also Fearless, of course, what we're talking about today, read that one. And I'm very excited to get into it. Anyways, guys, it's Haley's birthday. And now I have to sing you happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Haley. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my gosh.
Yay! I also have birthday cake.
Oh my gosh, look at you.
Yes, it's real, and I did not buy it. I was about to tell you it was, but no, it's not. But have your choice. I've got this slice. I've got...
Just pick it up.
This cupcake.
Oh my god.
A bigger one.
Oh my gosh, that is perfect. I love that.
We eat it in spirit together.
Why do you have 3 fake
They were Valentine's Day decor, and I just was like, I can use this as birthday cake. I wouldn't be eating it anyway, so it's
That's so funny.
Let me just pull it out. But yay! Haley is turning 22.
By the time this episode comes out, it's coming out on my birthday, so I feel so special.
Haley, so this episode is kind of just all about you. It's your birthday, so speed run. Ready? Favorite book you've read this year?
It's funny because I've already put the answer.
I know.
Okay, my favorite book that I've read this year isn't even a real book. Well, I mean, it's a real book. It's the fanfiction Manacle, which I'm going to make McCayleigh read once she finishes the Harry Potter series. It was so good. I could talk about it for hours. I think about it probably every single day. Manacle.
I saw this on Goodreads day, and I was like, 370,000 words? That's ridiculous.
I think it's right at 1,000 pages. It's crazy. But it's a fan fiction. What?
How is that even going to be are there books that are 1,000 pages long? Aside from the Bible, and those pages are
well,
so
how long is
thin?
Kingdom of Ash?
There's no way.
Is it 1,000 pages?
No way. I would be very surprised.
It 984.
Oh.
So,
dang,
that's really close. So, it's gonna be this thick.
I guess I didn't realize that.
That's
wow.
Crazy.
Okay, I finished that book really fast.
I know, right? Well, I finished
that
Manacled really fast.
Okay,
I think I
I'm
read
gonna say-
Manacled in like 24 hours or something.
Yeah, I'm like really kind of stumped because how can I finish that within 24 hours? But then some books that I'm really just not interested in, it takes me like a month
Literally.
to finish a
Yeah.
40,000 word book.
Yeah.
But
Right.
anyways, if you could get a bookish gift from any author, what would it be?
Anything from Sarah J. Maas. I would love just like an art copy of the next ACOTAR book, or like I would love just like the rest of the original covers of Throne of Glass, because I've got the first like 4 or 5. I would love to like have the rest of the books to complete my series, but for one book in the original covers is like $100.
Dang,
What? I did not
crazy.
pay that much. I found these all at Half Price Books and the girl on Facebook Marketplace. So
Oh my
I
gosh.
would never pay that much, but I would love to have them.
Have you seen the Barbie cover?
Yeah.
The Barbie, they call it the Barbie one. I saw a girl on Facebook had found it at one of those library sales.
Oh
and
my
it was
God.
signed by Sarah J.
Wow.
Maas. It was like, to Jessica, thank you for being part of my life or
That's so
something. I can't
cool.
wait to see you again. Sarah J. Maas. Like a whole
That is
note
so
and
cool.
everything to someone.
See, I
Yeah.
want that also.
Yeah.
Also, Sarah J. Maas, if you're listening, I would love the Barbie cover of Throne of Glass. Thank you.
What's one book you wish you could reread for the first time?
Y'all already know. Throne of Glass.
Easy.
I wish I could reread it for the first time all the time. I think when I read it for the first time, I read it too fast. So I'm like so mad at myself, but I'm going to reread it this year. Anyways.
Okay, and for our little birthday segment, since this is all about you, I took some quotes from a few of either your favorite books or books I know you have read. So we're going to play a little game. I'm going to give you a quote, and you have to tell me what book it's from.
Oh,
Okay.
man. I don't think I'm going to do very good on that.
It's okay.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
Okay.
All right. So, first one, we're going to start a little easy. So, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Hunger Games. I'm reading that today. I just listened to that.
Good. All right.
Oh no.
Light it up.
That's Crescent City, but I guess the first one, House
Yeah.
of Earth and Blood. Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.
Crap. I've heard this a million times. Is that Harry Potter? But which one? The fifth one. The Order of the Phoenix?
Mm-mm.
Which one?
The Sorcerer's Stone. You were good.
I knew it
wouldn't
was
have
Harry
gotten that.
Potter, but
I would not have gotten that, and I just read that book. So good for you. All right. Okay. To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered.
ACOTAR.
Which book?
Mist and Fury?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you.
Is that Throne of Glass?
Mm-mm.
That's from Pride and Prejudice.
Yes! Wow, you were doing so good. Oh my god. Okay. Don't let the bastards grind you down.
That's The Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
I want to get that tattooed on me, and I'm not a tattoo kind of girl, but I've been telling Edgar I love this book so much, and I'm loving the series so far. I'm like, I want to get the Latin thing like somewhere on me because I love it so good.
I was
so
about to
much.
put the Latin quote on here, but then I was like, no, I don't know how to say that, so I won't. I'm jealous of the armor that holds you when I can't, the sheets on your bed that caress your skin every night, and the blades that feel your hands.
Is that Throne of Glass?
Mm-mm.
Is that, wait, that's Fourth Wing, right? That has to be Iron Flame? Which one?
Onyx Storm.
Why do I keep thinking everything is Throne of Glass?
But you're getting the series right, though. I'm still impressed. Okay, I couldn't do this. All right. You could rattle the stars. You could do anything if only you dared.
Okay, that's Throne of Glass.
Yes. There we go. There it is. All right. Okay. In the darkness, two shadows reaching through the hopeless, heavy silence.
I've read it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have no idea what is. Is it Powerless?
No. It's not on your shelf.
Like, did I listen to it? I don't know. What is it?
Manacled.
Ah! No!
Yeah, I was
Dang.
like, all 370,000 words, and those are
Oh.
like the 15. If you remember those
Dang it.
15 out of that many. Okay, okay.
It's crazy.
All right, last one. I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship.
Oh my god. Is this on my shelf?
Maybe. I remember when you read it.
Did I read it this year or last year?
Last year.
Say it again.
I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship.
I have no idea. Is this Power?
No.
No, it can't be. Who's sailing a ship? Hold on, I'm gonna get this. Wait, no, it can't be that. What does it start with?
L?
Oh.
I think it's a metaphor. I don't think there's actually a ship. I don't know. I haven't read it.
What
or
have I read that starts with L? Legendary?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I don't know then.
Little Women.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I would not have gotten that.
It's like, okay, yeah, that metaphor can be taken very literally and really throw you off track very fast.
I'm like, what fantasy book have I read that starts with L?
But all of those, you did so good. That was like just the last two, but I mean, that was
now
tough.
I need to do this to you. That gave me so much anxiety.
Don't do it to me.
My heart is beating so fast.
No, I'm scared. Don't do it.
That was so fun.
Yes. Okay, guys. Now it's still Haley's birthday, but we're going to go ahead and dive into Fearless.
If y'all haven't listened to our Powerless series recap episode, it's a couple episodes back. Go check that out. And then listen to this one.
Right. In that episode, we break everything down for you in order to prepare for Fearless. And now that Fearless is here, we're going to break this down for you. So Here we go. Tasked with retrieving a crown from Ilya's first queen's crypt, she survives the desert, bandits, and her own fear, returning victorious. For her second trial, Peyton travels across the ocean to a neighboring kingdom to deliver roses as part of a political alliance. On this journey, she and Kai begin to emotionally reconnect. While at sea, they're attacked by a monster, forcing them to work together and deepening their bond. In the third and final trial, Peyton is manipulated, then forced into a fight to the death. She must kill the one she loves, Kai. An elite actually projects Kai's image onto Mac, Adina's former partner, tricking Peyton into killing someone she never meant to harm. Peyton and Kai eventually reunite, each believing the other had been lost. While preparing for her forced marriage to Kit, Peyton learns a devastating truth. She is Kit's half-sister. Callum, Kit's advisor, had an affair with the former queen, making him Peyton's biological father. Peyton also discovers that Callum had been manipulating Kit and pulling the strings behind some of his erratic behavior. It's then revealed that Kai is not Kit's brother at all. Kit's true motives are revealed. He plans to unleash the plague to expand Ilya's power. A final confrontation between brothers erupts, ending in tragedy when Kit is accidentally killed during a struggle with Kai. Kai is crowned king, vowing to rebuild Ilya with peace, unity, and equality. Peyton and Kai marry under a willow tree in a quiet, emotional ceremony surrounded by loved ones. Their journey ends in hope, healing, and a shared future as king and queen.
Let's compare what our theories were to how it actually was. We had a ton of theories, and actually I feel like most of them were true. We are such good theory girls. I don't know what to call it. Theory people.
Theorists.
That's the word.
Yep. And I don't do theories often, but on this book I just had a couple. But most of the time, never. So, Haley, take it away.
So, my first one that was true was I think that Kit and Peyton may be siblings. True. I don't know how I thought about that, but whenever I finished Reckless, I told McCayleigh and our other friend in book club, I think someone's siblings in here. One of my theories that wasn't true was that I thought that Mac was related to Peyton because he had a silver streak in his hair. Not true. But I think that he may, after finishing Fearless, I think that he may be related to Kai now. I think that because Lauren Roberts said that she's going to do another short novella, it's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be in Mac's point of view. I think they may be related. My next one, I thought that Peyton's ring that she wore suppressed her powers. Not true. This was a big one. I thought that Kit was being controlled. I don't think the Kit we saw in the first book would act the way he did in these last two. Maybe a mind controller is controlling him and someone is behind it all. This is kind of true. Callum was telling Kit what to do, but Kit overall was going mad with power and he pretty much just did it all on his own. Last theory that I had that wasn't true. I thought that Lenny was gonna die. He didn't die, but he was extremely annoying in this book and I don't like him anymore. That's it.
Yeah. For me, I said Kit was going to die, specifically based on the cover, since the crown on the cover was covered in blood. Yeah. That was true. So, he gone. And then Peyton is another part of another royal family, maybe a rival kingdom. That was not true, though she was obviously this kingdom's kinda like part of it. And then my last theory was that Peyton and Kai are endgame. Of course. If you don't have a happy ending, then what are we reading, you know?
Why have we been reading
this? Oh my god. What is your review, Haley? What did you rate the book?
I rated this one, I think, 4.5 stars. This one just completely stole the spotlight for me. Definitely my favorite book in the Powerless series. The beginning did start off a little slow. And I was telling one of my other friends, like, this just is so boring. I'm so tired of it. I think I was maybe 50 pages in. And I read a few more chapters, and I texted her, like, oh my god, I take everything that I just said back. Like, this is crazy. I love it. Even though that McCayleigh and I did theorize a bunch of the things that came out to be true, that didn't necessarily take away the impact of it. If anything, it made me just feel good about myself for theorizing it. But I loved it. I think that especially the way Fearless ended, it sort of wrapped everything up in a pretty little bow, and I love that Peyton finally got her happy ending.
Good, yeah.
What'd you think?
Well, my review specifically states, some of my theories were confirmed and it made me feel smart. That's all, bye. 5 stars is what I rated it, and I feel like I only rated it 5 stars. I feel like I rated it 5 stars because I think Powerless I rated 5 stars or something, and I was like, I don't feel like this book compares to a 5-star read like Kingdom of Ash or A Court of Mist and Fear, you know, those books, but I was still like, wait, it's still better than Powerless though, so I still have to rate it equally or higher, because old me was, you know, easily impressed by absolutely every fantasy novel. I saw a reel today. It was a meme. It said, rating every book 5 stars because I have no critical thinking skills that make me question character choices. I'm like, oh, that is so mean. That's why I'm horrible at theories. But
no,
I'm getting better.
Just the way that Fearless made me feel, I was like, this is definitely at least a 4-star read for me.
Yeah, the stakes were higher.
Yes, the stakes were extremely high, and I just wanted to keep reading, and do nothing else. I just wanted to finish it, so it made me feel really good. So I liked it.
I feel like it got so messy though. Oh my god, this is so messy. Like, you had to really be paying attention, like, in terms of their family dynamics now, like, who's related to who. And then I know Lauren Roberts made it a point. She made sure to make Kai not even related at all. But, yeah, it was just, like, a lot of intertwining.
I really liked also that we got the king's point of view. Whenever it got to the part where they were talking about, you know, his wife was locked up and no one had seen her, I was like, oh, she's about to have Peyton. I just knew it. I knew it.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, crap. Well, she's going to be related to Kai, and that's weird. That can't happen. Turns out Kai's not even related. So I was like, oh, no. Perfect.
Yeah, I got major ick, though. That Kai and Peyton were even married. Them being half-siblings or whatever.
When Kit... Well, Kit. What bothered me was... Kit knew that they were half-siblings because he went through his mom's jewelry box, like...
Yeah, and he proceeded to, like...
Yes. Kiss your half-sister and marry your half-sister. That is weird.
And it almost felt pointless. I feel like there was so much going on. Lauren Roberts was like, let's add this problem and this problem, even though they weren't problems that we necessarily needed, like Callum's involvement. And then Kit's involvement. He's already spiraling because he took the, if you watched Arcane, Shimmer equivalent of power stuff to make him go powerful or whatever. And then have Callum being like, oh, I'm controlling everyone. All of this bad stuff just happened all at once. And I feel like it was kind of unnecessary. We could have either left out Callum or left out Kit's downward spiral. And we would have been fine.
Kit was going crazy, I was just thinking, oh man, poor McCayleigh. I know McCayleigh, like, loved Kit so much.
Then
when Kit died, I was like, oh, poor McCayleigh.
Yeah, I was like, man, my prince went evil. Dang, what am I going to say on the podcast? He's still my man. I read his epilogue. It was very beautiful. I love him from
I did not like
Below.
his. It was
I thought
interesting.
it was pretty.
The way that it was written was beautiful. Lauren Roberts, her writing has like evolved since Powerless, and the epilogue was just stunning. I love the way that it was written. But Kit, in my mind now, I hate Kit. I hate his guts, and I just didn't want him to have a happy ending with whoever it was, like his dad and his mom. I don't even want him to have that. I just want him to be like in a void by his lonely self, so he can stay lonely forever.
Oh my god. Have you watched Arcane?
Talking about, but I haven't seen it.
I think you would like it. It's got so much lore and world building. It's absolutely insane. And the animation is crazy. And I don't know. I feel like anytime I make a post about fantasy novels, I add Arcane music. It's like League of Legends, Arcane stuff. Mm-hmm. But it just fits so well because there's so much good music in Arcane too.
Yeah.
And it just fits the vibe of everything we read. Go watch it. It's got these kinds of themes.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily Powerless, but the fantasy novels we read. Like
Ooh,
the character development. Yeah. Now, guys, we are going to go ahead and list all the books in the series and rank them. So, yes. Haley, go ahead.
Like I said, Fearless was my favorite, then Powerless, then Powerful. Reckless at the end. I didn't really enjoy Reckless. I think we talked about it on our recap video. Reckless was okay. How about you?
Yeah, for me, also, Fearless was better than Powerless, which Powerless is second for me. And then I put Powerful and Reckless kind of on the same level, tied. You know, I don't think one goes before the other. But Reckless, we talked about why we didn't like that. Just, it was a lot of pointless travel.
Yeah.
And then Powerful, I just can't, like, it was easy to read. And it was emotional. But I'm just like, it feels pointless to read about someone who's already dead, and we already knew this person died. Like, it's bad. And for Mac to only have like 2 moments, like he met Kai, and then he died fighting Peyton. Like, that was it. And I don't know. I think
that's why I'm sure we're gonna get a novella in his point of view. Because I think that Kit was saying we found this guy that wanted to do it because he just hated Peyton's guts. Oh, so we'll probably get something in his point of view just talking about how much he hates Peyton. And he signed up because he wanted to kill her.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right. And I get it, too, because Adina died because Peyton was there and involved. And I understand where his anger stems from. But he's dead now. So now we're going to read about everything we already know. Like, okay, we had a novella on Adina, and we already know she died. We could have... Look at me being super picky. They could have told us that Mac was in a relationship with Adina and all this in the first book, or whatever. I don't know. And then... But, whatever.
Yeah.
You do you, Lauren.
Yeah.
I don't mind more books. I never mind more books. I'll read it regardless. So... That's just me being extra picky and finding things to complain about. But anyways, we are going to go ahead and get into quotes from Fearless that we loved. So go ahead, Haley.
My first quote that I loved is, "Every brutal act is born of love." And that's from the very first, I think the prologue chapter of Fearless, when it's just like 2 strangers meeting. I don't remember what happened, but I just remember it's 2 strangers that met up at the beginning in the prologue. That's about it.
Yeah.
Besides that, my next one is, "You don't need a blade. I would bleed if only you asked," which I thought that was beautiful. What do you got, McCayleigh?
Well, I have 2 quotes. They're both from Kai, and I feel like he said this a lot, or maybe it's just ingrained in my head, but he says, "We are inevitable. We are tragedy." I feel like I've heard that more than once, but I love it each time. I don't know.
That feels like Shakespearean. Like, that reminds me,
It's so simple, so nice. Like 6 words, that's it, and it's just a lot of heavy weight behind it. But, and then another thing from his point of view is he says, "My favorite color is a shade of her, a silver of the vibrance she exudes. And I will gladly drown, gladly burn, gladly fall into those blue eyes until the day she looks at me for the last time." Like, the poetic,
beautiful
poems right there. Like,
we need to send this to Edgar and Christian. Be like, remember next time you say you love me,
take
I want
lessons.
you to read
Come
this.
on.
Yeah. and tell me a poem about how much you love me.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, and things we found crazy in the book, which Haley contributed
the whole thing
to all of this, which I agree with. I'm like, what else can I add? Nothing. So all I said was this book was so messy, and I've already mentioned that, with the whole family dynamics.
Yes, was. It was crazy.
But anyways, go ahead.
So many things. Kit was going to die anyway. He took a dosage of the plague. He was going crazy. So it's like, if Kai didn't kill him, he probably would have died in the next few months or something. So Kai only sped up him dying.
Yep, so, expedited the process. Yeah.
Oh, this part made me so mad. When we found out that King Edric gave Ava, their younger sister, a dose of the plague because when she was born too weak. So he wanted her to die.
Yeah, that was sad.
Oh, the king knew the entire time in Powerless that Peyton was Kit's sister. He knew the whole time. And he knew that his son had romantic feelings for her and was getting closer to her. He knew. Like, that is so creepy. That's so weird.
Yeah. And then Kai killed Kit with the little stoker thing. Mm-hmm. And Kit didn't dodge. And he says he forgot, but I wonder if he actually forgot or not.
I think he was just slow fighting because he was so sick. But maybe, I don't know.
Kai was like, why didn't you dodge? You were supposed to dodge. And then Kit said, I forgot. And I was like, well, he's dead now. I don't know why. There's something about this series that is just so basic to me. Let me put my final thoughts in here. I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's because this is a perfect series for a high schooler to read. Because there is no crazy smut. Like, I guess that's why. And I keep expecting it to be like ACOTAR or Crescent City or Throne of, any Sarah J. Maas or Fourth Wing. But it's not. I think I said this when I was reading Powerless for the first time, too. I was like, it's so...
Yeah. Young.
Yeah, it's like in the writing style. It's just very... It's easy to understand. I don't have to really think hard about what's happening because it's right there, says it on the page for me. But... I don't know.
There you go, Lauren Roberts. Give McCayleigh a couple smutty chapters.
Yeah, please. I don't know. It's just like, I guess I want it to be darker.
Yeah.
And the whole sibling thing.
I feel like Fearless was a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Like, to me, when I read it, I can see why this is young adult, but I could also picture this being like an adult book because of the darkness about it, but... Yeah. I get why it's young adult, yeah.
But I guess that's it, guys.
That's it?
Yes. Remember, go check out our merch. We have 2 stores. We have an Etsy store and a Printify store. Both links are in our bio. We both have our merch on right now. I got my Powered by Coffee and Plot Twist shirt. Haley's got her Book Lovers. And that's really cute. It's giving Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
We love it.
And if you're enjoying this podcast, whatever platform you're listening to it on, please go leave us a 5-star review. Every time the number goes up on our reviews, it just makes us feel so happy, and we're so appreciative of everyone who leaves us a review. So please, after you finish this episode, just go
click
like
the 5
us,
stars.
leave a little comment. Yeah, hit that 5-star.
Yeah, this book was so messy, but not as messy as Spring Break of '89. So, anyways, we'll continue.
That was so funny. Okay. Well, guys, that's a wrap on today's episode of Two Chicks and a Plot Twist. We hope that you enjoyed hearing us talk about me and Reckless. We would love to hear your thoughts about this episode, so send us a message or comment on our socials.
Thank you guys so much for listening and supporting us. If you're interested in being a guest on our podcast, check out our Instagram or Facebook page at Two Chicks and a Plot Twist. There's a sign-up form in our Linktree. From our Linktree, you can also visit our website, sign up for our email newsletter, and check out our merch.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram. It's at Haley's.books.
And you can follow me on Instagram at McCayleigh Daniels.
Join us for our next episode. We will be joined by 2 special guests. So excited, can't wait.
And you can expect a podcast episode from us every Thursday. See you next time. Bye!